A Live, Laugh, Love live show by Stand Up at Cal. Yeah. How are we feeling tonight? Okay. All right. Well, I'm Jeremiah. I'm one of the co-presidents of Stand Up at Cal. I'm going to be your host. Tonight, you will also know me as the Cupid character, as is the Live, Laugh, Love live show, Laugh, Laugh, Laugh. I do have something to tell you guys. We just thought the name was funny. Most of these sets don't actually concern love, so I apologize. But I mean, it's a good name, right? Like, it's pretty good, right? Who here's been to a Stand Up at Cal show before? Let's see your hand. Oh, okay, yeah. And who's first time? Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us. We're super happy to have you here. We are a pretty new club. This is our third year existing, so we're still figuring it out, and we're really excited to have you guys. You guys excited? Yeah. All right, let's get right into it then. Excuse me, ma'am in the front. What does your mom do?
Homemaker.
Oh, cool. My mom calls my cat Bruh. That's because my cat's name is Bruh. My mom named my cat Bruh. Which is kind of weird, and I wasn't sure I was on board with it until I came home from break and I was talking to my dad, who's 75 years old, and he was like, yeah, I don't know where bruh is. It took me about 20 seconds to figure out what the fuck he was talking about, but when I did, it was pretty funny. You guys know those videos on YouTube where it's like 10 hours of silence randomly interrupted by Vine boom sound effect? Yeah? My life is like lifetime of silence, randomly broken up by bruh sound effect. But I recently noticed this thing that I like to call the bruh effect. So I got home from break, I was talking to my parents, and they were like, what an exquisite job you have done leveraging your education to have the best opportunities to succeed. And I was like, yeah, I guess, I don't know. And then they were like, I wonder at what geographic location Scrampus resides. Scrampus is our other cat. And then my mom was like, where bruh be at? That woman has a PhD. Weird. Later, we were talking, Scrampus, he like jumped up on some shit. My dad was like, wow, what an impressive show of acrobatics from the feline. And my mom was like, truly, And then later, bruh did the exact same shit, and my dad was like, damn, bruh hit that shit on God! And somehow simultaneously, like exact same moment, my mom sent the 100 emoji to our family group chat. That's not even a joke. Literally one day, my mom texted me, and all it said was, keep it 100. We hadn't spoken for like 2 days before that. All I could respond to that was, who taught you that? To which she sent the fire emoji. Guys, it's weird. But I recently realized that bruh is gonna become a trigger word for me. So like in 15 years, I'll be like with my wife or something, I'll like lay on her hair, she'll be like, bruh, get off my hair. And I'll be like, don't say his name. And then she'll like call over my son to console me. She'll be like, bruh, come over here and give your dad a hug. My son's name is Bruh. But I realized recently that bruh actually isn't that weird because my brother has a weird name. Anyone want to guess my brother's name?
Steven.
Steven?
Yeah.
It's my dad's name. But that's not that weird, it's just a name. It's like every old middle-aged white guy, but any other guesses? Shit? No? Nice try. Not that bad. My brother's name is Toe. Toe, that's right, like foot. Like ankle. Like head, shoulders, knees, and toes was a very weird experience for him growing up. Okay, his name is Tobiah, but he goes by Toe, and I figure my mom must have known that. Like I said, she has a PhD, and it's in sociology, so she planned that shit. And it got me thinking, if my cat's name is Bruh, and my brother's name is Toe, what the fuck is my name? Like, my name could be some bullshit. It could mean like earlobe in French. Or it could be like slang for guy with really thick neck. Right? That's pretty good, right? That's impressive. But my worst fear, that's a fear of mine, but my worst fear is I'll be with my wife in like 90 years and she'll like hit her foot on the edge of a table and she'll be like, bruh, my toe! Just tears for days. I'll never be able to get over it. Yeah. So, more on my cats. I recently found out that one of my cats is a Nazi. Cool, yeah. Let's do some guesses. All right, let's hear it if you think it's bruh. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, bro, yeah.
Okay, we got some bros in the crowd. All right, let's hear it if you think it's Strampus. Damn. Yeah, you guys are right. Obviously, it's Strampus. Like, can you imagine if Hitler was named bruh? He's like, I will kill all the Jews, and then everyone's like, Hail bruh, Hail bruh, Hail bruh. That wouldn't. I'm Jewish, by the way. You can laugh. It's okay. It's okay. That wouldn't work. But Strampus, it kind of flows. You know, it makes sense. But I found this out because I went over to Strampus, and I was like, what's up? Blink twice if you fuck with Jews. And bro was like, I was like, damn. But I thought maybe like cats just don't blink or all cats are Nazis. So I went over to bruh and I asked him the same question. I was like, blink twice if you fuck with Jews. He was like, nah, you know. I was like, okay, this guy's chill. But I had to stick with it, you know. So I was like, let's see. So I went back to Strampus, you know, back in the other room, and I was like, man, sure would suck if anyone in here was allied with the Axis powers. And he was like, damn, Strampus, fuck. This is a problem with this cat named Bruh, I'm telling you guys. And then I went back to Bruh, who was sleeping at this point. He was like, you know, the cats, they sleep a lot. And I was like, man, D-Day, am I right? And he was like, oh, oh. He was hyped up. He started purring and shit, you know, it was awesome. But the bad thing about all this is like, Bruh, he's like fat, he's like lazy, he like eats his own shit. Like he's like a stupid cat. Strampus, bro's like athletic, he's shrewd, he doesn't eat his own shit. Like he's like Hitler's perfect Nazi. And I just know that if World War II broke out in my house, the only one who would be safe would be my Catholic father. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. That's what you're here for. But, you know, I don't even think bro would, like, protect us. Like, I'm just waiting for the day where I'm sleeping, and I just wake up to Strampus sinking his claws into my neck. And the last thing I can say is, where bro be at? All right, guys, that's been my side. All right, who's ready for the next comedian? Alright, well, you guys are excited. I won't make you wait. Let's hear it for Hunter!
Yeah, what's up? We're gonna get into the sexy Jeremiah, everybody. Okay, so I actually have a love story for you guys today. But a couple things first. This story takes place in Chicago, Illinois, which is where I grew up. And that should help make sense of some of the people's behavior in the story. And I also found out a few years ago I'm on the autism spectrum, so that should help make sense of my behavior in the story. So when I was in the 5th grade, I was just kind of hanging out, and I was doing something I did pretty regularly. I was just sort of doing this. I was like... And I was doing this in public, and a girl from my class came up to me, and she's like, Caitlin wants to know if you'll be her boyfriend. And I don't really know what's appealing about a kid doing like this whole thing, but apparently it was really attractive. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I just went back to fighting nobody. I didn't really know what being a boyfriend meant, so I forgot about the whole thing. And then I came to school the next day, I'm in music class, first class of the day, and my friend Anthony is sitting across from me, and it's weird because he's looking at me like this. He's like... And that was strange. He didn't usually look at me like that. But I had really a hard time reading facial expressions around this time in my life, so I couldn't really figure out like what his problem was. I was like, is he tired? Is he having an asthma attack? But he was staring at me, you know, so I was like having asthma at me, and I I was like, is this a silent cry for help? So I went through an intermediary, and I was like, what's his deal? And they were like, well, Anthony knows that you're with Caitlin now, and he wants to fight you because he heard that you were talking shit about him. And which was weird, because I've only been in this relationship like 12 hours at this point, and like 8 of them I was asleep, so I mean, I don't know if I would have done that. But I'm like, that wasn't happening, that wasn't me. And so Anthony comes up to me, daps me up, he's like, yeah man, I knew you weren't talking shit. You know, I was like, you seemed pretty convinced a minute ago. And he's like, yeah, but we should still fight though. And I was like, we totally should. So now we're gonna fight, but we're gonna fight for fun. Anthony was a football player, he's a pretty tough guy. I watched WWE Monday Night Raw every week, so I felt like pretty evenly matched. And we spent the rest of the day leading up to recess planning out the rules for the fight. So we're like, are we gonna fight on the pavement or in the grass soccer field? Are we gonna go, face shots or just body? Just keep it body. And then it was like, should we do a 1v1 or a tag team battle royale? Tag team battle royale. So Anthony, he picks his partner, this guy Darren, another dude on the football team, very big. I picked this scrawny white kid from Nebraska named Alex for some reason. He watched more wrestling than me, and I guess I thought that meant he had great combat skills. I just remember him being like, I'm gonna be The Rock. I'm like, I don't think you work as The Rock. I think you should just stay Alex, and we'll go with that. So we get out there in recess, and the whole school has heard about this, so they're all watching us at this point. And at this point, Alex is getting cold feet. He's like, guys, we're not really gonna do this, right? This is just a goof. I'm like, no, we're really gonna do this. And Anthony and Darren started like goading him and making him feel kind of embarrassed about it. So he gets really insecure and he starts going, well, I'm from Nebraska. I'm not from the ghetto. And I'm not in the Crips or the Bloods, and I'm like, I don't really know this guy. He just wanted to be in my thing. I felt sorry for him. I said, sure. And Anthony and Darren look like they're gonna kick his ass for real. Everybody is like watching us with like bated breath. I'm wondering if I can climb up on the goalpost and do a flying atomic elbow, which will look really cool. And then we're all really like, all this tension gets cut because we hear this horrible like banshee cry that just sounds like, and we all like snap our heads like we're in a found footage horror movie where like something is awakened. And I look and I see the crowd open up and I see Caitlin, I see my girlfriend. And this is the first time I've seen her all day. And she's having a full-blown emotional breakdown and she's just like sobbing and going, they're fighting over me, they're fighting over me. And I'm like, no, babe, we're not fighting over you, honey bun. This is me and the boys. This is a fight club now, And I'm starting to get kind of annoyed because she's sort of making everything about her already, and like, get into my time with the guys. People are coming up to me and they're like, what are you doing, dude? That's your girlfriend. Get over there and help her now. And I'm like, I'm uncomfortable with this whole thing. I just want to back out of this. I didn't know it was going to be this kind of responsibility. And while I'm trying to negotiate my way out of this whole thing, the crowd opens up again, and now Caitlin is like charging towards me like a boss from Dark Souls. And she's got this like pure insane hate on her face. She just looks like a fucking demon. And she comes up to me, but like I said, I don't know facial expressions really well. So I'm thinking she's coming up for a hug. So I'm like, bring it in, standing there like, with arms wide open like I'm in the fucking Creed music video. And she gets like a foot away from me and just like, wham! Like slaps me as hard as she fucking could in the face. Like she held nothing back, guys. I mean, she gored me. Like she slapped me like she was auditioning to be someone's alcoholic stepfather. I'm surprised she didn't like dislocate her shoulder or snap her wrist on my face. And so she slaps me, that sucked. But also everybody watching this at school was like, whoa! And then Caitlin was like standing there like she destroyed me in a rap battle. She's like, so I just took off running. I couldn't think of anything else to do. I was running, I was crying, I like shit my pants a little bit. I was pretty sure I didn't have a girlfriend anymore. And I heard Anthony running up behind me, he's laughing. I think he's gonna make fun of me. So I just kind of like turned and in a frenzy, I just went, and then he just kind of went like a bulldog. And the people started holding us back because we're gonna fight again. Well, they're holding Anthony back. I'm just trying to hold back my tears. And finally, a riot is like about to break out on the playground and an adult shows up. It's like Lord of the Flies and they're like, okay, we were gonna calm down. They bring us all in a room. We all had to give our sides of the story, like we witnessed a murder, and we're in a true crime doc. Some kids that didn't even have anything to do with it, they're like, I wasn't even there. It's like, shut up. At least you're not in class. Just be like happy about that. And Caitlin and Anthony ended up getting back together. And I went back to fighting nobody, which served me a lot better than fighting real people, I learned. But the trauma that I had from this experience was real, and I transmuted it into a poem at a therapist's request. So I'm gonna share the poem with you guys here today. So it's titled The Slap. It's by 100 Grams, just me not. When I was in the 5th grade, I had a girlfriend for a day. She slapped me in the face really hard, made me wish I was gay. Thought it was all about her, didn't know it was all about play, and little autistic Hunter couldn't think of anything to say. I know I'll remember the slap until I'm old and gray, because when you grow up in Chirac, your life gets fucking great. Peace!
Keep it going for Hunter! And you guys are a good crowd. You got some thick hands. Yeah, I like it. Elementary school. Who here went to elementary school? That shit's crazy. One time I left a love letter in someone's bag and I signed it, "Somebody who loves you." I was dressed like this too. No, I wasn't. But that's a fucking crazy line. That's like, somebody who watches you while you're not looking. Somebody who follows you around during recess. Somebody who knows where you live. We rode the same school bus, so. Yeah, thank you. Alright, you guys want to see the next comedian? Alright, this guy's on the exec team of Standup at Cal. He takes the notes, he makes sure we're in order. Let's hear it for Rohit!
So first of all, Jeremiah's hands are very sweaty. Anyways, I'm Rohit, and I have to say that I have a really bad habit. Every weekend, I go to the bar, I find the drunkest person I possibly can, and I convince them they don't know English. Okay, so check it. So I go up to someone, I'm like, hey bro, what's been cooking lately? Oh, I've been good. How are you? Yeah, I'm on the up, I think. I'm doing great. I've been really, cold lately. He looks at me. I'm like wearing like a jacket. It's like 70 degrees. You're cold? It's like summertime, bro. Yeah, everyone can tell. Like, you can just look at my face. Like I'm cold. You know what I mean? I'm cold. He looks at my face, he's like, oh, you have an RBF, don't you? Like, you probably didn't cry at your grandmother's funeral or something. And I'm like, how did you know that? But no, that's not why I'm cold. Like, you never heard this? Like, cold is in, like, attractive? Like, what? Like, even if it meant that you're not... No, what do you mean? Just look at me, dude. I'm cold. You can see. No, dude. Like, if anything, you're like the opposite of cold. Like you're hot. Do we kiss now or something? Like, yeah, that's the Valentine's Day segment of that. No, but I feel really bad doing that to people, convincing them that, everything they think is untrue. Does anyone know the word for that? Anyone in the audience? Okay, I heard a few people say it. I don't think anyone said it correctly. It's pronounced gaslight. This is Berkeley, guys. We can't even pronounce the most basic words. Well, there's one thing good about the school, and that's the clubs. We have so many amazing entertainment clubs on campus, like Standup at Cal, everybody. We have so many clubs. Make some noise if you're in a club that's all about singing, dancing, or playing an instrument. Yeah! not in a club about any of those things. I felt really sad when like 2 people were yelling. So. But I have some news for you people who are yelling. Unfortunately, there's a Chinese person who can do it better. Like if you think about every club at campus, there's a Chinese version of the club that's just like better in every single way. Like you like to sing? There's Berkeley Chinese a cappella. You like to play an instrument? There's Berkeley Chinese Orchestra. And if you really, really like to dance, there's AFX. Asian FX, I like to call it. You guys hear that new VR thing? Isn't that cool? I think it's so, like, I recently found out you can use it for things other than watching pornography. It's pretty sick. And the way I found this out is on campus there was this truck that was giving out this virtual reality experience. So they gave you like a headset and you put it on and suddenly you're standing in the middle of a field and you get beamed up by a tractor beam onto an alien ship. And then the aliens like, they poke and prod you with different tools and they like dissect you. And it's like really, really cool. And it was really, really cool until the very end where the screen fades to white and says, sponsored by PETA. So I open up the headset, I'm out of the matrix, you know, someone hands me a green blast. And they're like, this is what animals feel like when humans experiment on them. And you know, this experience, you know, it really moved me. It really made me realize how dumb vegans are. Like, imagine I made the following VR experience, right? So you're standing in the middle of a field, a giant picks you up, puts you in a box, a dark, dark box that shakes and moves for a few hours. Then you're picked up from that box, put into a really, really cold room where you sit for weeks and weeks. Finally, another giant takes you out of the cold room and puts you in this little like glass jar with little shiny things at the bottom. And those shiny things start spinning faster and faster and faster and faster until your body is a complete puree. I would never drink another green glass smoothie after that. I don't know, we should show that shit to vegans. Thank you, I've been Rohit.
Let's hear it one more time for Rohit! Excuse me, ma'am. What is the shiniest thing you have on you? Or like, you know, that you have?
My earring?
Oh, can I look at them?
Oh, should we take it off?
Oh my god, what? Oh my god. It's so shiny. I can't take my eyes off. Oh my god, it's so shiny. Wow, okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry. And what's the shiniest thing you have?
It's in my phone.
Can I see? Oh my god. Gee, are you seeing this? It's so shiny. Oh my god. Oh my. Man, I couldn't figure out what to do for this show, so I went and asked ChatGPT how to do stand-up comedy, and it told me to do crow work. Thanks. All right, that's enough crow work for now. All right, you guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah? All right, let's hear it for Ashley!
Thank you, Jonas. Hey, everybody. Are you guys doing good? Also, give it up for my little sister sitting right here. I don't, is there any problem? Mic. The mic? Put on the stand? Okay, never mind. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I bleached my front hair. Yeah, to look more Asian. Now I look like I drink boba and go to raves. I don't really get when my friends are like, oh, it's so hard to go to therapy as an Asian, or like my Asian parents could never. Because for me, it was like really easy. I just went, Mom, Dad, my pronouns are now they, them. No, I'm kidding. I just said, I don't want to go to university. But that hit harder, for sure. I think most people don't really know that like the really crazy shit happens after your Asian parents get on board with therapy. Because like that board is made out of rice paper, bamboo leaves, and generational disappointment. I still remember like the first week I was talking, my mom was like, Ashley, in how many weeks do you get cured? And I was like, wow, I don't know. Before that, it was like 5. After that, the number of Ivy League schools your friend's daughter got into, which is approximately 72. I've been really hungry lately. I've been like craving a lot of food. And I downloaded this new food app called Hinge. I'm kidding. Honestly, I'd be too scared to talk to guys because I feel like some guys would just say like the most random shit to your face. Let me set an example. One time I was like studying and my ears hurt, so I took off my fake earrings right here, and the guy next to me goes, whoa. And I'm like, what's the problem? And he's like, are your ears not pierced? And I'm like, oh yeah, these are fake. And word to word, this guy said to me, damn, that's so rare. We need more women like you. I was like, aw, buddy. You don't need to be excited, that just means less holes. I really like when professors talk shit about AI for like 20 minutes straight and then say ChatGTP. I can't tell if they're being consistent or inconsistent with their view. It just really gives me this like warm feeling when my mom told me like she loves you and then said my sister's name. I really like to read in public. Anybody? Yes, I like to do that because I really want to make sure, other people feel like shit. Like, I could be in a bus, and the homie sitting next to me could be a president of 3 sororities, 5 consulting clubs, 7 nations. On a 51B? Nah. This bitch be listening to Bad Bunny. Meanwhile, I lock eyes with this bitch, pull up my 450-page book. It's gonna be a feminist nihilism essay about modern Chinese government. I opened that shit at page 350. With, wait for it, a highlighter. Yeah. This is my short PSA to like anybody who's trying to do this, to like not pick certain books, like young adult novels that like have drawings on it. It's giving, I was illiterate and I was bullied in 8th grade. Relationship help books. It's giving, I'm a finance bro and I don't get any matches on Tinder. 50 Shades of Grey. Honestly, go for it. Why not? I feel, this is my 2nd semester in Berkeley actually. Any freshmen here? Yeah, I'm a freshman. I'm actually international, but I feel like most people can't tell, like, I'm international. They think I'm pretty American, thanks to my roommates and all the people who, like, help me. But I did have, like, a hard time at, like, my first semesters because it was, like, really hard to catch up with the slangs. For example, I remember my roommates were talking about this one guy, and they were like, oh, I think he's kind of fruity, though. And I deadass thought he was using peach shampoo. I try to sniff him every time. Really bad. But honestly, okay. Like the worst one, I need some courage to talk about this, but the worst one was like last November. It was a Friendsgiving party. And, you know, we're all in a circle, a cute little circle, and we're doing a party game. And the dude right next to me draws a card. And he reads it out, which is, guess my body count. So I do the math, you know, I rationally think it through. I do like all the algorithm calculations. And I say 170. Because my smart ass thought it was weight. Thank you. Body count. I put it together. I was so confident in my answer. Guys, but it all went all well. Because at the end, this guy came up to me and said thank you and hugged me. That's my set, everybody.
Keep it going for Ashley. That actually reminded me, I forgot to tell you guys, my mom is actually here. She came from Iowa. You'll never, yeah, she's back there. She's in the light. You'll never believe what she sent me after my set. That's right, a fire emoji. I can't believe that you do that, Ashley. The book on the bus is fucking crazy. Like, that's even worse than when you're on the BART and there's a guy on the back of the BART with a fucking entire bottle of mustard. And he's just like spilling the mustard everywhere, like a little drop at a time in the back of the BART while you're just trying to mind your own business. And then you walk in the mustard when you're trying to get from one train to another, and then there's fucking mustard on your socks because you forgot your shoes at home. And then your normal dogs smell like hot dogs. And that's worse than that. And that was a pretty bad experience. All right. I don't think I can be up here for much longer without getting an aneurysm from anger. So are you guys ready for your next comedian?
Yeah!
All right, let's hear it for Hayden!
Hello, everyone. My name is Hayden Nuremberg. How's everyone doing tonight? That's awesome. Give it up for Ashley, by the way. So, for those of you who didn't hear, Jeremiah's mom came all the way from Iowa, Ashley's sister came all the way from Korea, and my bitch-ass twin brother could not make the hour-long flight from UCLA. So let's think about that. So, it's been a little bit since I've done stand-up, so bear with me. I've been super busy this semester. You guys are at Berkeley, you understand. I had to read the Iliad for one of my classes, and that was exhausting. To get through it, I started gaslighting myself, and was like, it's just Percy Jackson fanfiction. It's just Percy Jackson fanfiction. Another reason I'm so busy is I decided to take 2 language classes this semester because I'm a masochist. I'm taking Spanish and Portuguese, or as I like to call it, Spanish and drunk Spanish. I have genuinely debated shotgunning a White Claw before my 11 a.m. to try and prove my fluency. Walk in there like, bom dia, that's So I know it sounds like I'm poking a lot of fun at Portuguese, but it is genuinely a beautiful language. I just have a bone to pick with it because I really, really embarrassed myself on day 1 of class, and I'm still trying to recover from it. Do you guys want to hear how?
Yes!
Okay, so typical day 1 at Berkeley things. We're in a circle, everyone's shared name, pronouns, major, and now we get the icebreaker question. Why do you want to study Portuguese? Simple enough, right? Context, I'm 5th in the circle, meant to go 5th. I hear the icebreaker question, raise my hand. I have thought about this question for weeks. I am ready. My professor's confused and she kind of points at me like, I don't care. I stand up, square my shoulders, puff my chest out, and belt. I want to study Portuguese because I love the Rio movie. Then I take a step back, open my arms, and await eruption of laughter from my current classmates and soon-to-be best friends. Nothing. Not even a pity smile. The room is silent. We go back to the circle, and the guy next to me speaks up. I want to study Portuguese so that I can conserve indigenous languages in the Amazon. Whatever. I try and brush it off, I'm like, okay, we go to Berkeley, there's gonna be an overachiever in every class, right? The girl next to me, it's her turn. I want to study Portuguese so that I can aid Brazilian immigrants as an immigration lawyer. The next guy. I want to study Portuguese so that I can aid underprivileged communities as a cardiologist. Every single other person had an answer about studying Portuguese in order to improve the world somehow. And my answer, in case you forgot, was that I wanted to study Portuguese because I really, really like a movie about singing blue macaws. If you think this is the only time I've wildly misinterpreted a social situation, don't worry, there's more. My friend and I were rushing a queer frat, which could honestly be a separate bit, but I knew I had to dress. Awkward, but I knew I had to dress to the nines, like, gotta make it count. So I went for some really avant-garde makeup. Pretty much one half of my face was entirely blue, and the other half was entirely red. This will be important. So I show up to the party, and my friend from Korea, this will also be important, sees me and brings over her other Korean friend, points to me and utters 3 simple words. South Korea makeup. I have never seen someone laugh so hard in my entire life. This girl curls up in a ball on the floor. She is laughing so hard. When she gets up on the floor, she looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, can I please take a picture with you for my Instagram?" I'm feeling great. I'm like, wow, look at me masterfully replicating an international makeup trend. I took a makeup decal, I know what I'm doing, so I'm hyped. I'm like, yes, of course, I even thrown a little K-pop heart. I'm proud of myself, so proud of myself that a couple days from this, I text my friend, "Hey, what did you mean by South Korea makeup?" Like normally you'd say South Korean makeup, is this the name of the trend? She sends me a picture of the South Korean flag, which, for those of you who don't know, is a flag composed of 2 giant blue and red blobs. This is also not the only time my makeup has landed me in hot water. My friend and I were in San Francisco, and I was wearing what I consider an everyday outfit, along with what I consider an everyday makeup look. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't exactly have a conventional sense of fashion. So the cashier was checking us out, and he looks up to me and casually goes, "Oh, by the way, what kingdom are you from?" For the first time in I think my entire life, I genuinely don't know how to answer a question. And I even wondered to myself, did we get taken over by the UK again while I was asleep? And we're like now dividing the country among members of the royal family, like, and this section goes to Little George, and this section goes to Peppa. I don't know the names of the royal family. So he sees that I'm baffled and adds, "Oh, sorry, there's a group of LARPers upstairs. I just thought you were one of them because, and then gestures at my everything." For those of you who aren't total nerds, LARP stands for live action roleplay. Essentially, LARPers dress up as dragons, fairies, or elves and run around the world. And in what I considered an everyday outfit with everyday makeup, I was mistaken for a LARPer. I can't imagine what would have happened if I'd worn my special occasion outfit. I might have been teleported straight to Narnia. That is my time. Thank you so much.
One more time for Hayden! Alright, I really don't think that's that bad of a reason for taking Portuguese. Like, the entire sales pitch for French is it's the language of love. Like, who here took French in high school? Yeah, y'all just wanted to have sex. That's right, now put your hands down. Shameful. Fucking shameful. Alright, now who here took Japanese? White men in love with anime girls. Put your hands down. So Portuguese, it's really not that bad of a reason, alright? Alright, you guys want your next comedian?
Yeah!
You want your next comedian? Alright, let's hear it for Hayden!
My name is Curtis. You know, Berkeley can be quite a stressful place, right? So I like to come out here, enjoy the silence. I can hear the air conditioning. Okay. How am I doing on time? Oh, nice. Kind of running out of material here. No, but I have a strange family. My dad would every now and then, he'd like do this thing where he'd like open the door, go into my room, or he'd just like open the door and like tell me things like, son, I believe in you. Chase your dreams. Don't give up. And I'd be like on the can reading Diary of the Wimpy Kid. I'm like, Dad, okay, perfect timing. Please close the door behind me. About tuition, can I borrow some money? And he, you know, like, just puts family forward, other than borrowing money. I'll be honest, like, the first time that happened to me, it scared the shit out of me. Literally. Hey, do you guys, like, ever think about onions? Anyways. Doesn't go anywhere. I got a joke for you guys. Wouldn't it be funny if you opened a microwave and found a banana in it? Okay, I usually lose like 2 friends when I do that joke. No, when was the last time I went to Burger King? I don't know. Doesn't go anywhere. So when you start performing, they tell you to do like these mental tricks. And like it's like deep breathing and like, you know. One of the ones I learned is to like imagine everyone without pants. So I'm just gonna do that for you guys. And, in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Did everybody forget their pants today? Like mathematically, what are the odds? Okay, ladies, I'm not looking, okay? I'm not looking. Guys, I'm impressed. Okay. I realized the hard way that that joke doesn't work at elementary schools. A lot of complaints for some reason. Dude, is Bruno Mars black? You don't know either, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm kind of hanging on him by a thread. So after grad, I'm just gonna tell you guys, make it public that I will do nudity, no matter what. It's just one of those things that I know I could do better than AI. Just like for a sneak peek. Like, come on, guys. Whoa. Too much. I have a mole there. The dermatologist said like, it's medically fine, but I should never show him that ever again. You guys go to lecture? No. Yeah. Oh, okay. You guys like, you know when like professor like asks a question and like he asks, like they want participation from the crowd. Nobody likes it, right? Nobody like. Well, let's just see. How many guys like really hate raising your hand? Just raise them up. Wait. That doesn't work. Okay. How many guys don't have arms? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, just sit down if you're a supporter of Andrew Tate. Oh, wow, brave soul. Most people don't stand up, by the way. No, but like that makes me sick, right? Like most of you guys supporters of Andrew Tate, like what is wrong with you Berkeley kids? Like you guys go to college and like your parents are away, you guys just go crazy. Like microwaving bananas or like supporting Andrew Tate. It's crazy. Man, okay. Thank you everybody, that's my story.
Guys, I'm hanging on by a thread. I just want to tell you, I'm doing nudity. No, I'm kidding, I'm wearing pants. Right, front row? Okay. I gotta say, when Curtis said that thing about Andrew Tate, there was like one white guy right in the middle who stood up immediately. He was like, I'm the biggest supporter of women's rights. Right, guys? You wanna see my number? I'm right here. I'm looking at you, tall ass motherfucker. I was like 6'4". Alright. I'll leave you be for now. You guys ready for your next comedian? Hell yeah! Let's hear it for Sanjay! What's up, Berkeley? So I have no moral principles. My mentality towards life is super dependent on my like immediate circumstances. Like for example, I'm a freshman, right? So like last year I was applying to a lot of colleges, and in the beginning I was getting a lot of rejections. And I'd see my peers getting into good colleges, and I'd get like really mad. I'd be like, oh, what do these colleges think they're doing? Like I'm so much smarter than that person. The system is broken. And then I got to Berkeley, and I was like, guys, can't we all just like practice positivity and be kind to one another? Why all this hostility? I'm a freshman, so sometimes I'll ask like fellow freshmen like what their major is, but it pisses me off when they say some bullshit like pre-hos. Like that doesn't mean anything. Like just say you're undeclared. Like that'd be like me being like, yeah, I'm a pre-Netflix comedian actually. And I'm like, what are you gonna do if you get rejected? Like I'm actually post-hos trying to figure things out. I don't like when comedians have a joke that bombs and then they start blaming the audience. Because to me that feels like the equivalent of like, well, why don't you try comedy then? And I'm like, well, a doctor can't just kill somebody and be like, why don't you try surgery then? Like, it's your job. I hate when people explain shit to you by doing it in front of you. It makes me think that they think I'm too dumb to understand by them just telling me. Like I was watching this YouTube video on like joke structure and I had like Jerry Seinfeld, right? And he was walking us through this like bit he was working on. I was like, I don't need to see this half-baked bit, just tell me the joke structure. Like I just hate when people like perform the activity in front of you instead of telling you. Like, it's like when I asked my parents where babies came from, like I didn't need to see that. Like they didn't need to take me to the adoption center, that was fucked up. My girlfriend was black. I mean, she still is black. She's just not my girlfriend anymore. I remember like we're still sometimes friends. So sometimes she said something crazy to me. One time she said, "You have a thing for black women. You have jungle fever." And I was like, "Whoa, that sounds super racist." And that doesn't even make sense because that wouldn't like work for any other race. You know, you can't be like, "Oh, you like white guys? Oh, you got a case of the suburban flu." And she's with me and Indian guys. I'm like, what do you have? Jungle book fever? I have a diverse friend group from back home. I mean, like, actually diverse. It's not like Berkeley where it's just a breeding ground for Asian children. But sometimes my friend group, like, will mess with each other on the basis of race. You know, like, for example, one time I had a black friend. He changed his Wi-Fi password to the N-word to mess with us. And he got mad at me because I actually typed it. I mean, I didn't think it was that deep. I just needed the Wi-Fi. I mean, I did use voice to text, but... Alright, this is uncomfortable. Let me move on to like a less controversial topic. So I think the problem with feminism is... okay, so I think the problem with feminism is there's a difference between like feminism and white feminism. Does that make sense? Yeah. So like women of color are like, oh, like we need to free the children of Palestine and stop the genocide in Gaza, and white women are like, Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig only got one Oscar nomination, and they really deserve two. So, like, I think there's just a lot of privilege that white women experience that like women of color wouldn't. You know, like take the Mona Lisa for example, right? Like that's considered to be one of the most beautiful paintings of all time. Like, right? In my opinion, it's hella mid. Like I should just be an art curator. Yeah, hella mid. No, but like look at the Mona Lisa, look at like a SZA album cover. You know what I'm saying? Like I jerk off to one way more. I don't like when people demonize the homeless for things that we all do. You know, like sometimes people see the homeless talking to themselves and they're like, oh, they're crazy. And I'm like, I do that. That's not crazy. Like, what if that homeless guy just lost an argument with a fellow homeless guy and was thinking about what he could have said? But I work out, like sometimes I'm a comedian, right? So sometimes I work out bits while doing like day-to-day activities. So if you walked in on me out of context, like I'm just like muttering them while I'm like doing mundane activities like my hair or washing my face. So you just walked in on me like out of context, you just see me in my bathroom like, my girlfriend was black. She still is black, she's just not my girlfriend anymore. And you're like, why is this schizophrenic Indian guy have a made-up black girlfriend? This is my girlfriend doesn't like when I pull out her hair during sex. Okay. But I mean, I think the pubes are quite grippy. So, alright, that's my set. I'm Sanjay. When I'm ready. Let's do it one more time for Sanjay. He's got those rock climbing fingers. From the pubes. That's right. Anyone in here pre-Haas? Oh, I saw a hand over there. Yeah, are you pre-Haas? Ooh, I was hoping you wouldn't be here. What are you gonna do if you don't get into Haas?
Post-Haas.
What does that mean for you?
Post-Haas.
So you sit down, turn on Wolf of Wall Street for the 5th time, you're like, do better, be better, do better. It's like Halloween, you're like, 2 Kit Kats equals 1 Reese's Cup. 2 Kit Kats equals 1 Reese's Cup. I accidentally hit Sanjay and Sia. Fuck, never mind. Forget it. I forgot my line. It wasn't a line, but I couldn't figure out what to say. That's okay. That's like the most facts I've gotten all night. I should forget my lines more often. But, all right, you guys ready for your next comedian? We got for you the other president of stand-up at Cal. Let's hear it for Nick! Guys, what the fuck is Nick doing up here? No one called your name. Go sit back down. What the hell? This guy. What are you talking about, bro? Everyone pointed at this guy. You can't hear right. You thought I said Nick. Isn't that crazy? Damn.
Stop gaslighting him.
All right, guys. You ready for your real next comedian? Yeah? Let's hear it for, I know it this time, Sean! Why can you love me too? again give it up to Sanjay! Sanjay's girlfriend. My name is Sean. Wow, that was not a punch. My name is Sean, and I'm from Taiwan. You can tell. Because I look like Chinese, but I have freedom of speech. I'm never going back to China anymore. No, I've never been to China actually. If we have a topic for this show, which is like life, laugh, and love. Let's talk about love. Do you guys know how to express love in Chinese? Okay.
What? No.
No. Let's learn something different. So in English we say I love you. And in Chinese we say, I'm your father, do your homework. My father loved me so much. He made me here. Or I would just be Stanford, Talking about love, recently I found out I'm not like a 100% straight guy. And I learned it the hard way. Yeah, so I'm using like he, him for pronoun for now. For now. And if you ask me, am I a gay or bisexual, I would say, I am not! Yet. Love, dating is related to love. One of the girl I had dated before, she made a joke about the size of our eyes. She says that, did you know how to differentiate Taiwanese and Chinese? And I say, I don't. Even I do, because one of them has freedom of speech and the other wants freedom of speech. So I said, I know. So this is Taiwanese, this is Chinese, this is Taiwanese. I'm Taiwanese, so you guys can laugh about it. And based on their like definition, I'm also Chinese. So first of all, this is Taiwanese Chinese. I was like, first of all, that was so racist. But that girl is so hot. She's cold, she's hot. So I replied by, ha ha ha, that was so funny. Yeah, so if you ask me, am I a Chinese or not, I would say I'm not yet. Right now, I'm just per Chinese right now. Yeah. So if you what is the next line? So let's talk about another thing. Recently I visited Napa. I'm not like a wine person, so I don't know how to taste the wine. But the tour guy, that's not a punch. The tour guy is very friendly, and he teaches us how to taste the wine. And he says that, all you need to do, just engage. I don't know why he sounds like Donald Trump. All you need to do, just engage all the sense you have. Use your eyes, look at the color of it. Use your nose, sniff it. Use your tongue, taste it. Yeah, I think that's just funny. Let's talk about laugh. Recently, last month, I asked a very professional comedian, give me some advice, and he says that, kids. For me, stand-up is just making love. And I was like, if you are giving advice, please do not use a metaphor which is out of my knowledge. It is hard for me to do stand-up for 5 minutes, for both. I learned it the hard way, So here's the thing, my penis, my penis. My pen is, so this is my pen. My pen is small and it is soft. So my imaginary girlfriend called it Microsoft.
That's very important. So, like, nobody want to be Microsoft. I want to be like 3M. Imagine every time you go to the toilet, you're like, whoosh, then everyone's just watching you. Yeah. So, my penis, sorry, bear with me, the rest of my joke just about my penis. Which should be pretty short. So, thank you very much. My name is Sean.
Let's hear it one more time for Sean. I was also at a wine tasting recently. It was very similar. They were like, now put the wine in. Now inhale while you have the wine in your mouth. Now slap the fucking bag! 7, 7, 7, 7! Some of you laughed, some of you cringed. I'm sorry for you guys. Alright, I have to be so real with you guys. I know you don't know this, but I actually fucked up last time. I actually did say Nick. I'm sorry, guy in the second row. I shouldn't have gaslighted you. That was not cool. But now, you really do get to see Nick. Let's hear it for Nick!
Good. How we doing tonight?
Who here has Instagram? Yay. You ever look at your friend's Instagram explore page and you're like, I don't know this person. I don't know this person. I have a friend, he always comes up to me and he's like, dude, you getting these death videos on your explore feed? No, I'm not getting death videos. He showed me, he handed me his phone. I look at it, and it's just videos of guys getting their heads chopped off and people dying in motor car accidents. And he's like, oh, you're getting this shit? I'm not getting that shit. My Instagram explore feed has AI Donald Trump singing Gangster's Paradise. I'm not getting people exploding. As I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, I said, that's a lot of death in the valley of shadow. It's crazy. I mean, it pisses me off that he just goes up. He comes up to me and he's like, oh, that's so fucked up. Why are you getting this? What do you mean it's so fucked up? You know how the algorithm works? There's no way that you're watching this video like, oh, that's so fucked up. I can't believe I'm getting this. He's probably in his room like, oh, his arm's chopped off. Oh, his head exploded. Oh. Like, that joke is dead to my homie Juan, who died in a car accident. I just want to do that. That's kind of funny. No, I started to get death videos on my phone now. It's not because I like them, okay? It's because I sit alone in my room and I go, death, death, death. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm picky, I think. So I get my meat separately from my vegetables. Oh, it's not because I'm picky, it's because of capitalism. I think. I don't know, I'm gonna burn me. I get my meat separately from vegetables because there's a good vegetable place, it's called Safeway. I go to the Safeway place and I get my vegetables, which is for me, myself. So there's not a lot of vegetables. I get like a broccoli, 2 grapes, banana, a tomato, or 2. I put them on the roly thing for the cashier. And there's usually like a white lady, an old lady behind me, and she would see my assortment of thing, and she would be like, oh wow, are you a vegan? That's so nice of you. I'm like, oh no, lady, I'm not a vegan. I just buy these fruits like fucking fruits! I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be nice. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be nice. Be nice. They said it was a Valentine's show, so I wanted to fornicate with the fruit in my joke. Okay. For real. Okay, I'll talk about something nice. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I hate children. They're awful. They're disgusting. I told it to my friend. He's like, how can you hate children? You were once a kid. Yeah, but I grew out of it. What is wrong with these little. Ugh. Hate is a strong word, man. Hate is a strong word. I shouldn't say that. It's pretty bad. But you know, I try to improve myself recently. You guys know the book Atomic Habits? Yeah. Who likes that book? Who thinks it's a good book? Okay, couple people. Doesn't really convince me. My roommate's like, oh, you should read Atomic Habits. That's a great book. And I started asking people about it. So is it a great book? Is it worth my time? And then every single one I asked, it seems like everyone has read this book. They're like, yeah, it's a great book. My brother has it. My cousin has it. My dad has a copy. My grandma has a copy. My grandma has a copy of Atomic Habits, and it's like wrapped with a gift card thing on it. Who gifted my grandma Atomic Habits? That woman is 87. I don't think she's gonna need the Atomic Habits after she dies in 4 days. I'm sorry, Grandma, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't. What goes in the thought process behind someone who gave my grandma a self-help book? Trying to get up off the bed. I think that's. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were looking at my grandma like, damn, that bitch is just playing too much solitaire. She should be using better. She should be using her time better. Grandma, why are you playing bingo at 2 p.m. on a Friday? Why are you not crocheting or gardening or telling stories to your children which they do not want to hear? Get your shit together, Grandma. That really. I don't agree with that mindset, But one time I was at my grandma's house, and she was like, she baked some cookies. So I was like, wow, cookies, thank you, Grandma. And Grandma was like, oh, you're a comedian. Here's a joke. Cookies and websites. I have a cookie here. You can't. I was like, yeah, he's right. Grandma needs to get her money on her funny. Get the Grandma. That's my time. Hey, you guys.
Let's hear it one more time for Nick! Guys, please do not throw tomatoes at Nick when he performs stand-up comedy. That's not because that's heckling, that's because he will fuck them. We forgive you. This time, don't do it again. Last show was fucking crazy. Hey, you. Yeah, looking up. Bad choice. You ever get Instagram death videos?
Nah, I don't.
Why'd you say I don't twice? I don't. I don't. I saw, bro. I was watching the bro. I was like, man, stand-up comedy, fuck. No. Damn, this guy's head. Damn. Oh shit. Okay. That's okay. You and Nick's friend should meet up. That'd be kind of cool. You could DM each other, send them back and forth. What's your favorite one you've watched? Dude, don't answer that. What the fuck? We're in public. Okay, gosh. All right, you guys ready for your last comedian? Oh yeah. He came from partying at Santa Barbara to studying at Berkeley. Let's hear it for Rohit. How we doing, guys?
Not way too late. You guys been good? You guys enjoying the show? Yeah. This is my post-it note with all my jokes on it. I'm gonna put it over here. You guys can't see it, I'm pretty sure, so it won't spoil anything. I haven't been doing great because I've had to look at this super racist drawing of me the whole time. I thought we were friends, guys. What is this? But anyways, it's cool. I get over it. It's not a huge deal. Fucking college, dude. Sick, dude, right? You pregame this? Did you pregame this, dude? You pregame it? No? Fucking loser. It's funny because the voice doesn't match the face. That's why it's funny. I went to UCSB. Gerard's right. I don't even go here. I'm just Sanjay's parole officer, actually. No, dude, my friends from UCSB, they came to visit me last weekend, and they were like, dude, we gotta like go hit on girls. I was like, okay, I guess so. So we went to the bars, we went to hit on girls, and I think I'm getting better at it. I don't think it's because like I have higher self-esteem, or because I'm like a better person. It's because I have to flyer for the Standup Comedy Club. And flyering is kind of like hitting on girls, except instead of a pamphlet, I'm offering my companionship. And honestly, the pamphlet is a way better deal, so yeah, it's cool. No, I can take rejection. I don't think it's a problem. I think rejection is fine. What I hate is when a girl tells me she has a boyfriend, because it makes me feel like I missed a deadline on my homework assignment. Like, if I'd just taken care of this a little earlier, like, it might have all worked out, you know what I'm saying? But like, I figured out how to bring the power back to me even in that situation, right? I was at the bar and I went up to this girl, I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, actually no, I have a boyfriend. And here's the Uno reverse, here it is. Oh, you have a boyfriend? I thought you were gay this whole time, that's crazy. And they can't say anything, because that's homophobic. And honestly, how on brand of me as a straight dude to leverage the gay rights movement for my own personal benefit. Yeah, thank you. Very liberal up here. Yeah, I have one friend, he's shy, can't talk to girls, but he's like really handsome. He's like 6'3", he's in good shape. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna talk to these girls for you. So I went up to these two tall girls, I'm like, ladies, my friend over there, he's literally 6'3". And they laughed, they thought it was funny, and I called him over and it worked out. But I realized how inappropriate that would have been if I mentioned any other identifying characteristic. Like, imagine if I went up to two Jewish girls and I was like, ladies, my friend over there, he literally controls the media. It's crazy. Yeah. Or if I went up to two middle-aged fat white women and I was like, ladies, my friend over there, he's literally black. It's crazy. Yeah, you guys are gonna get way more uncomfortable with this next one. So, older Indian people are really racist towards black people, and it's wrong, it's wrong. But I know why. It's because Indian women like black guys way more. And honestly, I don't blame them. But the only reason that those two groups haven't like repopulated the earth is because they understand that we can't have a bunch of Kamala Harrises spawning everywhere. Because who knew? When you combine Indian and black, you get a white woman. It's crazy. You guys still looking at that? It's fucking racist. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna file a complaint with someone, Jeremiah. Been traveling? You guys been traveling? No, yeah? Yeah. So I was flying to India. I stopped in Dubai and I made friends with a local. And I was drinking a cup of Starbucks, and he's like, Habibi, we have such good coffee in Dubai. Why are you drinking Starbucks? And I was like, I like Starbucks, sue me. He's like, why would I sue you? You're not breaking the law. In fact, if you were breaking the law, I wouldn't sue you. You would go straight to jail. And I was like, no. It's like an expression for a guilty pleasure. I'm sure you have a similar one in Arabic. And he's like, no, we don't have a court system. So why would we come up with an expression for a lawsuit? So, yeah. You guys like the race and dating ones better, I get it. We can go back to that stuff. Okay, so I was in India, and this guy asked me, he's like, bro, you live in America, like, how many girls have you made out with in one night? Interesting question. But one. And honestly, I live in Berkeley, so I'm not even sure it was a girl. It's not transphobic, I still made out with them. Okay, when I visited my friends in Santa Barbara, we went to this like dumpling spot, and it said 2 dumplings for $4, 8 dumplings for $16. Carry the 2, that's the same thing. And I'm thinking like either this restaurant is a Kumon during the daytime, or these people just think like Americans are stupid, I don't know. And then I saw 2 like UCSB Alpha Kappa Sigma guys like, dude, 2 for $4, 8 for $16, I think we should go with the value bag. I think it's that's been my time, I've been Raj.
I'm actually the Jew who controls the media. Yeah. Your phones should all now be full of Instagram death videos. You're welcome. Well, oh, no. Thank you guys. That's been our show. Let's hear it one more time for all the comedians. the end of next month. Follow our Instagram and come to our next show. Thank you guys for so much for coming.
The only thing that said I could rely on to lay my bones down, lay down.